Hi, I'm FlySafe Blue Skies, and welcome to my channel where we share tips and tricks on how you can reestablish, revamp, re-energize, and reinvent your life as cabin crew, flight attendant, or cabin attendant. I don't know why there are so many names out there for flight attendants, but oh well, stewardess, I don't know. Anyway, today I am in Los Angeles and I'm at my crash pad. And well, you can notice I'm at my crash pad because of, hey, look at this wonderful art. It's hideous. But oh well, I'm at my crash pad, and today we are going to talk about being on reserve. And for my airline, I am on reserve 3 times a year. 3 months out of the 12 months, I'm on reserve. Other than that, I'm a line holder, which means that I hold a set schedule. And for me, that means I fly between Los Angeles to Tokyo, Tokyo, Los Angeles, Tokyo, Los Angeles, Los Angeles, Tokyo, where I live. And a lot of people don't like being on reserve. At first, I thought being on reserve was just nasty. In fact, when I was, now I'm based in Los Angeles, but before I was based in Chicago. And in Chicago it was a good position because they always allowed, or they would asked if anyone wanted to take like a voluntary leave on your reserve months while still getting credit for it. You wouldn't get paid, but you could volunteer to be on reserve if they had too many reserves for that month. And in Chicago, I would always do that. I would rarely sit reserve. I would just say, you know what, I'm gonna take the month off. I'm not even gonna deal with this. But I was in a good situation, still in a good situation. So I was able to do that and financially meet all my obligations. But some people are not in that situation and they really don't like being on reserve. This is how I survived on being on reserve. One, the first thing I realize is that I submit. I submit to the company and I say, I'm not worthy, or I'm worthy, but for the month, you got my tip. It's yours. You can have it, you can slap it, you can do whatever you want to do because it's yours. The company has it. So I just submit and I say, okay, I'm on reserve. It is what it is. Now, how am I going to get through it? Now, after that, I realized that, you know what, if I cannot just be sitting at my crash pad, twiddling my thumbs and not doing anything. So I came up with a little, routine that I do. When I go on reserve, I bring a few things, from home that I'm not able to do while I am at home. Like, for example, reading mail. Before going on reserve, I'll pack my bag with all of the mail that I haven't opened. So that I will take that to my crash pad, and then I'll read all my mails. I will pay all my bills. In other words, I'll keep myself busy, during that with items that I would not normally do while I'm at home. Because when I'm at home, I'm chilling. I'm telling you straight. I don't want to think about paying no bills. I don't want to think about the airline. I don't want to think about nothing. I just want to chill and enjoy being with the sugar booger. But the sugar booger, ooh, the sugar booger is sweet. But hey, that's a different story too. So I like, I come with my bills. I do my bills. I read my mail. I will write letters to my friends, old school letters. See, I'm old school. I'm of that generation where when you write a letter or write a postcard, for me, it's a special feeling. So I do that. Also, what I do is I will bring some books. Luckily, there's like a library right down the street, and I'm a big fan of libraries. So I may go over there and, take the books that I'm reading, and then I'll go over to the library and read the books and just enjoy it. But I'll always keep my phone on. And that leads me to another subject. When you're on reserve, that means that the crew scheduling will give you a call at short call notice, anytime they'll give you a call. So you have to keep your phone on you. As a matter of fact, here's my phone. So if they were to call me, they're going to interview this video recording. But anyway, for crew scheduling, I have a very distinct ringtone for them. It's like that Darth Vader's Death March. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. You know, that one. That's their ringtone. So when I know that ringtone comes on, I know that it's crew scheduling, and I will quickly be able to switch gears and go into that flight attendant mode and answer the phone and get my trip or whatever they want out of me, and then I'll head out. Also, what I do is I make sure that my bag and everything that I need is already pre-packed and ready to go. Like if crew scheduling were to call me right now with the short call to, let's say, Hawaii, I would make that call. And a lot of times you can say, you know, when they're calling you and they say, oh, I have a trip to McAllen, Texas, and then it's 4 legs here and blah, blah, I'll say, and it's a short call, you better believe it. I'm going to say, well, I will do my best to get there. Philly or Las Vegas or New York, you never know where you're going. You don't know what position you are. And that's my only problem that I have with being on reserve. I prefer being a position-based flight attendant. Meaning, like on the 787, that's my ship. That's my aircraft right there. You know, that 787, I know that I like to fly position number 7 or on 2 left where people, so I can board it direct and I can say, oh, you're seated over in business class, you're sitting in economy, this way, that way. I love that. I can do that all day long. It's my niche. You know, I feel that when I'm number 7 or when I'm positioned at the greeting door, you know, I want the passengers to feel welcome. I want them to come on board the aircraft knowing that, hey, you know, a guy is there and he's a good guy and it's going to be all right. That's what I do, you know, on that trip. But anyway, when you're on reserve, you do not have that luxury of knowing where you're going to go, when you're going, or what position. See, I do not fly number 1. As a matter of fact, I keep like $50 in my pocket. If I get a flight where that I'm a lead or a purser, oh no, I'm breaking out my wallet and I'm giving out cash to somebody. Somebody take that position because I'm not a good number 1. And I'll tell you why. I'm not a good number 1 because I'm pretty much, when it comes to business, I like to be in control and I like to be able to, you know, set the example of very high standard of professionalism. And I think with our job as flight attendants, a lot of people, you know, they don't have like a, you know, backbone and they don't want to do this. But if I'm purser or lead, it's going to be bam, 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 just like that. So I'm not the best purser or lead flight attendant, so I prefer not to do that. But there are other people that enjoy, you know, being the purser flight attendant. But the bottom line is why I don't like doing it. It's crew drama. I don't do crew trauma, but a lot of other people do. Anywho, you know, back on reserve. I'm in sunny Los Angeles at my crash pad where, you know, it's in a great location. It's very quiet, very peaceful, close to the beach. You know, so if I'm on reserve, basically I give up my life and I submit and I say, okay, I'm going to be at the crash pad and I'm going to just sit around, you know, twiddling my thumbs because I have nothing to do. But that's not, you know, the case. You know, when I'm on my reserve month, I bring a lot of stuff that I need to get caught up on. Like, for example, I'm taking some courses, so I'm studying that while I'm waiting for the phone call. Or I may get some exercises done because my gym is just around the corner. Or I may do things like, you know, just really try to meditate. You know, the only thing about the crash pad is that I share a room with 3 other guys, and that's sort of like a semi-private room, but the room is so small and it's 2 bunk beds. So I rest on the lower bunk bed, and someone is directly on top, and then right next to me there's another set of bunk beds. So if it's a full house, you know, we have 4 guys in there. And I'll be honest with you, I snore. I snore like a chainsaw sometimes. But I'm not the only one in that room that snores. Every person in my room snores, and they snore loudly. And I'm just like, sometimes it could be like a symphony of snores, where everybody is, or it can be completely off, where you are just awake and you're listening to everybody else snoring, farting, and doing whatever else they're doing in their bunk. And I'll tell you, I got stories on that one. That's another video. But that's a real another video. But anyway, sometimes you can get good rest. Like last night when I came in, I was able to, no one was in my room. So it was just me. I put on my, I told Alexis to play, what was she playing last night? Like ocean wave sound. So it's like, and that's also another way of sort of like controlling the snoring. Turn on Alexa to like rain or ocean waves, white noise sounds, and all of a sudden the other people that are in the room will sort of like be in balance with the white noise, and you don't hear it, and you can fall asleep much easier, and that's what I do. But anyway, I'm on reserve. If there are other flight attendants, cabin crew, or cabin attendants that are out there and they are flying reserve, do you guys like flying? Do you like being on reserve? I know a lot of people that have no choice in the matter. Like I have no choice that I am going to fly, I'm going to be on reserve. If you are on reserve, maybe you can use some of these tips and tricks that I've used to get through reserve. Or if you're a flight attendant and you have some tips and tricks to share with us on how you survive reserve, make sure you write it in the comments. Boom, 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 because I will be looking at the comments and I will, reply. And tell me about how your airline operates reserve. Like there's Delta. Delta has a good reserve system, which I wish our airline did. It's basically everybody serves a few days of reserve every month, and then it's good for everybody. I don't know why we don't do that. As a matter of fact, during training, they promised that they were going to introduce a new reserve system that was going to be similar to Delta's, but they didn't. That was just one of those things where you have to bend like the palm trees. Bend like the palm trees. Again, I'm FlySafe Blue Skies, and thank you for watching this video. If you like this content, we will be posting more content on a regular basis, so make sure that you click that like button and subscribe. Wait a minute, I missed it. Make sure that you push that like button, click, 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 subscribe, and we will be forwarding more interesting content. Bye-bye.